Let's look at multiplying radicals here, continuing in 9.1 here. When we multiply radicals, we say distributive property here. With this one, I have something out front of parentheses. It's going to go to both terms. We multiply what's underneath by what's underneath. In other words, the radicand by the radicand there. So that'd be the root of 15 minus the root of 375. And then I say 375 is 25 times 15. And I pull the 5 out. So that'd be root 15 minus 5 root 15, which is negative 4 root 15. And another method I could use with the same problem well, I could simplify first and say, oh, that's 25 times 3. I can escape that 5. The square root of 25 is 5. So it'd be, let me rewrite, root 5 times root 3 minus, when I bring that 5 out, that 5 escapes and I'm left with 5 root 3. Well, look, those have the same radicand, so I have radical structure too, so I can do 1 minus, remember, if nothing's showing out front here, we assume it's a 1. So 1 minus 5 is negative 4 root 3 multiplied by root 5. And then when I multiply what's underneath by what's underneath, negative 4 root 15 by the radicand there. So same answer, couple different ways to do it. I prefer the second one, simplifying first and then going about it. Let's do another one here like 26. So 26 says root 3 times 8 root 2 plus 7 root 32. For me, I always look to simplify first in here, and I say, oh, well, that can't be simplified, but how about this one? Well, the largest perfect square hiding in there is 16 times 2 gets me to 32. So the square root of 16 is 4. When that 4 escapes, it's going to multiply by whatever's already out front, which is the 7. Okay, and then I still have the root 2 underneath it. So that would be a 28 root 2. So now I'm going to rewrite the rest of it. 8 root 2 plus 28 root 2. Sorry, 8 root 2. And root 3 is multiplied by all of that. Okay, then look, same radical structure here, same radicand. So 8 root 2 plus 28 root 2 is, well, 36 root 2. And then I'm going to multiply by root 3. So that'd be, remember, what's underneath by what's underneath, 36 root 6. Okay. Okay, so I could have multiplied that root 3 through first and then pulled things out, but for me, I like to simplify first where I can, which meant that I pulled that 16 out. The square root of 16 is 4. It multiplies by what, if there's anything out front, multiplies by it, so that's 28, and I've still got 2 trapped under the radical. So then once I had that, I see I could add them together because they have the same radical structure there with that root 2. So 8 root 2 plus 28 root 2 is 36 root 2. And then when I multiply again by what's out front, then it's just what's underneath by what's underneath. The radicand by the radicand, 36 times the root of 6. Okay, so I hope this helps you keep going here in 9.1. And again, bring your questions and flag any ones that are tricky to our Zoom meeting coming up this week. Okay, great. Thank you.